Good evening, everyone. This is Melanie with Thriving in the Fishbowl, and I just wanted to give you 2 more tips on how we can sleep smarter tonight. All right, we will have tonight, and then tomorrow we will end this series, and I will let you know what I'll be doing next. So tonight, let's talk about 2 things. Number 1, how do you sleep? Okay, so like the most common positions are on your back, on your belly, or on your side. All right, so which one do you think is best? All right, anybody know? All right, let's start with our back sleepers. That is the best position that you should sleep in. However, only 8% of the population sleeps on their back. Why is that the best position? Because, and I have it written down so I don't forget, you will have less acid reflux in this position, you will have less snoring and sleep apnea, and the biggest thing with sleep position is how your spine is, because you want the natural curvature of your spine to be protected when you're sleeping, okay? And so now here's one thing too, when you are heavier, we talked about yesterday that body fat contributes to a lot of things, and it contributes to the snoring too, because when you're laying down, there's body fat that gathers at your throat, and what happens is your tongue kind of, because you're backwards, it kind of lays back in the way of your airways, and that causes you to snore. So that's why you see increased sleep apnea in a lot of people that are heavy too, because there's also fat that gathers there. So if you do sleep on your back, make sure your pillow is not too big and that mattress is not worn out. We'll talk about mattresses in just a minute. Next, let's move to stomach sleepers. You know, it used to be where we laid our babies on our tummies, but now, you know, they say not to do that. There's a lot of issues with sleeping on your stomach. A lot of people will lay face first with your arms and legs straight. However, that messes with your curve of your spine. And so it says, if you are a stomach sleeper, consider doing these things. Adjust by lifting your knee to open your hips and take some pressure off your spine. Also, it says ditch the pillow from underneath your head if you are going to sleep on your stomach, and put it underneath where you've lifted up that knee so that it will help your neck not be hyperextended by having the pillow underneath, and by putting the pillow under where you're lifting your leg up, it'll reduce lower back pain. And now one benefit to sleeping on your stomach is it aids digestion. So not a lot of benefits there. Now, side sleepers. This is the most common position that people sleep in. I fall into this category. One thing you got to know is that it depends on which side you sleep in as to whether it's good or bad for you. If you sleep on your left side, it is said to put unnecessary pressure on your vital organs. So they say sleep to your right side. So I win. I passed that test. All right. I don't know about you. But side sleeping, I don't know about you. How many of you have ever had to flip your husband over because he's snoring because he lays on his back? When you flip people to their side, or when you go to your side, it does decrease the snoring, so that's good. It also can improve to better breathe, or help lead to better breathing and alleviate heartburn. However, a couple things to remember if you do sleep on your side. Make sure your shoulder's not directly under your body. Move it kind of forward so you don't constrict your arm and shoulder muscles. Also, make sure your pillow's not too big. You want to have a natural position with your spine, that curvature. And also, if you have back issues, it's really helpful to sleep on your side and have the pillow under your head, but also get an extra pillow and put it in your legs, because it will kind of stabilize your spine and take pressure from your hips and lower back. All right, so now a couple notes for all positions, okay? You want to be careful of not having too big of a pillow, or else it will put your spine in an unnatural position. My husband makes fun of me. I am so particular about my pillow. It has to be like exactly right here in the certain spot, but I have learned from reading this book that it really does matter. Now, one huge thing that I did not know is that your mattress plays a huge, huge, huge part of your sleep. How long has it been since you replaced your mattress? Can you even tell me? For us, we replaced our mattresses in 2004. That was a long time ago. However, we just recently, in the last couple years, switched and took the mattress off our guest bedroom bed and put it on our bed. So technically, we have replaced it, because we don't really have guests a ton. Do you realize that you should replace your mattress every 7 years? I know, it's crazy. And do you realize that you spend 1/3 of your life, if you sleep like a normal person, on a mattress? In addition, 70 million people report that they suffer from sleep-related pain. Could this have to do with our mattresses? Probably. Now, this is one thing I found out. Many mattresses are made with chemical flame retardants that off-gas and give health problems. Here's some of the chemicals it contains. Boric acid, I can't even pronounce these things. Melamine resin, which contains formaldehyde. And if your mattress was made before 2004, it can contain these things called PBDEs, which are polybrominated diphenyl ethers, which are basically chemicals that are toxic to your liver, thyroid, and nervous system. So you don't have to go get an expensive mattress, but if you have not replaced your mattress since before 2004, you need to go do it. And in the meantime, if you don't have money to go, a lot of us should be getting tax money back, but if you don't have money to do that, then invest in a good mattress cover. But I did not realize that a mattress is so important. And if you think about it, a mattress starts out firm, but you're gonna, especially where your hips are, it's gonna cause a dip and it's gonna mess up your spine. So that is number 1 tip for tonight. Think about your position and think about your mattress. Number 2, calm your inner chatter. How many of you lay in bed each night and just start thinking? And there's a meme going around on Facebook that says, my bed is a magical place where I suddenly remember everything I was supposed to do. That happens for me a lot of times, okay? So here are some things that I've jotted down that might help you. Number 1, this is what I do. I write it down. I physically get out of bed, or you could keep it beside, but I come to my desk and I write it down. And then I tell myself, you know what, brain? Forget it because I wrote it down and I'll take care of it tomorrow. That helps me a lot. Establish a regular sleep time. Like you may say, every night I'm going to sleep from 10, or let's say 9:30 to 5. That's our 7.5 because it's in the 90-minute sleep cycles. All right. Your body craves routine. It's sort of like a bedtime routine with a child. Like Ariel, she takes a bath. She has her snack and her drink. She reads books. She goes to bed. Her body knows that when she goes to bed, it is time to sleep. All right, learn breathing techniques. We can go without food. We can go without water, for so many days, but we cannot go without breathing. And we do not realize how important our breathing is. And if you learn breathing techniques, and you can Google it and find so many, I decided not to go into the detail with that. It will help you with your sleep, oddly enough. And then practice meditation. There's a whole chapter in the Sleep Smarter book about meditation. It depends, we'll all be on different ends of the spectrum on this. But for me, my meditation would be praying. And Matthew in chapter 6, it says, you don't need to worry because God cares for you. It says, can you add a single day to your life by worrying? Can you add another inch to your height by worrying? No, you can't. You can't do anything by worrying. And I've heard it said, worry's like a rocking chair. It'll give you something to do, but it won't get you anywhere. And so ask God to help you calm that inner chatter. All right. And then also, finally, do the things that we've talked about this week. Exercise during the day. It will help you sleep better. Create your sleeping environment. Create that sleep sanctuary and use your bed only for sleep and intimacy. If you're doing all kinds of other things in your bed, your brain does not associate your bed with sleep. And that's, you're staying awake at night. So hopefully these tips will help you sleep smarter. We have one more day in this series. So tomorrow we are going to wrap up this series by talking about when you should wake up during the day. I hope it really says noon because I like to sleep, but I have kids. I have built-in alarm clocks. This is one of them right here. Hi. She's watching me. And then what you should wear to bed. All right. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed doing it. I've learned a lot. My husband continues to make fun of me, and he says, be careful of single sourcing just one book. Just for the record, I have on every topic also Googled and gotten more than just the one book, but I do really like the book Sleep Smarter. So anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I hope you all have a great night, a great Friday night. We are getting ready to watch a movie, and so I will let you know how it is on the other side. Bye!